Have you ever found yourself pondering the age-old question, what truly brings happiness? Is it a hefty bank account, a prestigious career, or perhaps the elusive fountain of youth? Imagine for a moment a group of researchers embarking on an epic quest, not for gold or glory, but for the very essence of human happiness. This is not a fairy tale, but the story of the Harvard study of adult development, one of the most comprehensive longitudinal studies ever conducted, a real-life expedition into the heart of what makes life worth living. Now you might be thinking, a study, that sounds a bit dull. But trust me, this is anything but boring. This study, spanning over 8 decades, has followed the lives of hundreds of individuals, from their teenage years through old age. It offers a time-lapse view of human existence, capturing the highs and lows, the triumphs and tribulations, all in the pursuit of understanding what truly contributes to a fulfilling life. The researchers behind this monumental project, much like meticulous detectives, collected a vast array of data. They delved into everything, from the participants' physical health to their mental well-being, including their career trajectories and financial status. They analyzed everything you could possibly imagine, asking, did these people climb the corporate ladder? Did they accumulate wealth? Did they battle inner demons like depression or anxiety, or perhaps even face more severe mental health challenges such as schizophrenia? Did they marry the love of their life? Were they ever incarcerated? Every twist and turn, every major milestone was meticulously documented. And what did they discover after sifting through mountains of data, after observing these lives unfold over decades? What was the golden thread, the secret ingredient that consistently predicted a happy, fulfilling life, even into the golden years? It was not the size of their wallets, the prestige of their job titles, or even their perfect health records. The answer was surprisingly simple, yet profoundly powerful. Positive relationships. Yes, you heard that right. The cornerstone of a happy life, according to this landmark study, is the quality of your connections with others. The people who reported being the happiest, the most fulfilled, were those who had cultivated strong, positive relationships throughout their lives. Now let's pause for a moment and think about this. Over 80 years, hundreds of lives, countless data points, all pointing to the same conclusion. It wasn't about how much money they made, how many accolades they received, or how many marathons they ran. It was about the people they loved, the friends they laughed with, the family they shared their lives with. This isn't just some feel-good notion. The study found a clear link between the strength of a person's relationships and their overall well-being, not just emotionally but physically as well. As the participants who were most satisfied in their relationships at age 50 were also the healthiest at age 80. It's as if strong relationships act as a buffer against the stresses and strains of life, a protective shield for both body and mind. In other words, good, close relationships are good for our health and well-being. This is a point worth remembering. Think about your own life. When you look back on your happiest memories, what do you see? Are they moments of solitary achievement, or are they moments shared with others? A birthday celebration with your family, a heart-to-heart conversation with a close friend, a spontaneous road trip with your loved ones. These are the moments that often stand out, the memories that we cherish the most. This study highlights something incredibly important about the human condition. We are social beings. We are wired to connect, to belong, to love and be loved. It is in our DNA. We thrive in the company of others, and we wither in isolation. Think about it. Loneliness, the opposite of connection, has been linked to a whole host of negative health outcomes, both mental and physical. It's like a silent epidemic, slowly eating away at our well-being. The Harvard study is not saying that money, career, or personal achievements are unimportant. They certainly contribute to our lives, but they are not the primary drivers of long-term happiness. It is the quality of our relationships that truly matters, and when we talk about relationships, we are not only talking about romantic partnerships. Of course, a loving and supportive spouse can be a tremendous source of joy and fulfillment, but the study encompassed a wide range of relationships: family, friends, colleagues, even neighbors. Every positive connection, every meaningful interaction contributes to the rich tapestry of a happy life. It's the close connections we have with our children, the bonds of friendship we share, and the sense of community we cultivate with those around us. Imagine a community where everyone knows your name, where you can always lend a helping hand or find a listening ear. That is the kind of environment that fosters happiness and well-being. It's about feeling connected, feeling like you belong, feeling like you matter. Now you might be wondering, why is this the case? Why are relationships so crucial to our happiness? To understand this better, let's consider the alternative. Imagine a life devoid of meaningful connections, a life of isolation and loneliness. How fulfilling would that be, even if you had all the money and success in the world? The truth is, we humans are social creatures. We crave connection. We need to feel loved, to feel understood, to feel like we belong. These are fundamental human needs, just like food and water. And when these needs are met, we flourish. We feel happier, healthier, and more resilient in the face of life's challenges. Now, this doesn't mean that every relationship has to be perfect. Of course, there will be disagreements, conflicts, and even heartbreaks. That's just a part of life. But it's the overall quality of your relationships that matters, the general feeling of connection and belonging that you have in your life. The beauty of this finding is that it is something we all have the power to influence. We can all choose to invest in our relationships, to nurture them, to make them a priority in our lives. It doesn't require grand gestures or expensive gifts. Sometimes, it's the small things that make the biggest difference. A phone call to a friend, a shared meal with family, a kind word to a neighbor. This study is a powerful reminder that the pursuit of happiness is not a solitary journey. It's a shared experience. It's about the connections we make, the love we share, and the relationships we nurture along the way. So, take a moment to appreciate the people in your life, the ones who bring you joy, who support you, who make you laugh. And if you are feeling a bit disconnected, don't be afraid to reach out, to reconnect, to build new bridges. The Harvard study illuminates a path, a guide to a more fulfilling life. It illuminates that the path to happiness is not paved with gold or lined with accolades. Rather, the foundation is built on strong, positive relationships. This is a timeless lesson reflected in the wisdom of philosophers, poets, and spiritual leaders throughout history. The importance of human connection is a universal truth, a fundamental aspect of our shared humanity. And the Harvard study, after decades of research, provides scientific evidence to support this timeless wisdom. Reflect on what you can do today to strengthen the bonds with the people who matter most to you. Perhaps it's as simple as picking up the phone and calling an old friend, or maybe it's planning a special evening with your family. Whatever it is, make it a priority, because ultimately, when we look back on our lives, it won't be the things we accumulated that we remember most fondly. It will be the people we loved, the connections we made, and the relationships that enriched our lives. It is a path best walked with others. It is in those shared moments, those human connections, that we truly find the core of a fulfilling life. And that is a lesson worth cherishing. It is a path we take together, hand in hand, heart to heart, and it is a path worth taking, wouldn't you agree? The bonds we create are the threads that compose the fabric of a meaningful life, and that's something worth reflecting on, isn't it?